Now, every once in a while, we get to honor members and officers in the society that have had a lasting impact on the society through their contributions. And while this happens every once in a while, we really plan to do this on a more frequent basis. And today is such a moment to honor someone who has had a lasting impact in our society. And to introduce her, I would like to ask Past President Marco Teli up on the stage.
Thank you so much, Dominic. As a nomination committee this year, we truly have decided to give a Life Achievement Career Award to one of our past presidents and a very important person that you probably all know. This year, we would like to nominate Margareta. Is online with us today. She was supposed to be physically with us, but due to unforeseen issues, she could not travel at the last moment. Hopefully, Margareta can hear at the moment. Margareta probably deserves a little presentation. She's been extensively contributing to our society. She is an academic, accomplished person. Over the last 25 years, she served as professor in New York. And I would like to ask her successor, Professor Marco Campello from New York, to talk a little about her CV to us. Thank you very much, Marco.
Thank you.
This is for the slides.
Thank you for having me here. Margareta has been my mentor, my friend, my support when I came to New York. And I think the first thing that comes to my mind when I think about Margareta is the term inclusiveness happened the minute that she moved to New York and started to gather us all around there. And it's been a journey that's been incredible. For 36 years I've been there with her. And I want to say also that she has, among all the gazillion achievements personally, of getting me from stop partying and going to my PhD. It was a great thing. It's a great effort. But the Volvo Award that she received in 1980, I want to say 88 or 84, and she's been published several peer-reviewed articles. She is a walking PubMed. You don't need to ever search because she can write a paper and give you all the references. So she authored and edited 5 books in clinical biomechanics. So she has had a tremendous impact in our field. She was the very first women president in ISSLS. In 1999 and 2000, she's been the president in 2016 to 17, the first woman as well in EUROSPINE. She's been an adjunct professor in Karolinska, and she was also the founder and the past chair of the eDisc. She has also been a member and a forefront person in the Bone and Joint Decade International Coordination, and the first physical therapist to join the ICC of the Global Musculoskeletal Alliance. I have also the honor of seeing her as a member of the WHO package in rehabilitation and intervention for low back pain, and she is being the tremendous speaker and impact of the Spine 20 for global advocacy in spine care towards the G20. Without further ado,
can we ask you to appear?
Come.
Here is Margareta Nordin. Margareta, we would like to thank you deeply for advocacy, for your mentorship, for showing us the kind face of leadership, true leadership, and for really being the example of inclusivity in our society. If this society is like this now, we owe it very much to you. So it's a great pleasure for us the nomination committee, the press line, and the ExCom to present you with this plaque and award that then we will deliver, of course, to your doorstep, unless you want to come and collect it. We'll leave it now to you if you want to address us with a few words. Thank you so much again on behalf of the entire community, Margareta.
My dear friends Marco Teli and Marco Campello, my two Marcos in life. Mr. President, EUROSPINE Executive Committee, EUROSPINE members, the wonderful staff of EUROSPINE, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, grazie, danke, merci, tack så mycket for this formidable lifetime award. It's with great pride and very humbling. Life has been very rewarding to me. EUROSPINE is by far one of the best spine societies in the world, encompassing high quality education for the good of the patients and for the good of clinicians, promoting the continuing of care across Europe and beyond, far beyond. What a wonderful and creative society, taking new steps and initiative every year that has been so eloquent described by Ahmed just prior to this. EUROSPINE is in the wind and is sailing forward. I spent almost a decade in the society and in working and participating in EUROSPINE, and was elected president at the very prosperous time in Berlin, taking over after the late Michael Organ, a spine surgeon practicing in Vienna. Michael and I discussed early the need of more diversity in EUROSPINE, meaning gender diversity, professional diversity, and opportunity diversity. To reach that diversity, you need a group enough large to create it. The strongest associations, non-governmental organizations, and companies that has embraced diversity are more successful. Let me give you some examples just. USAB was created by Christoph Siepe from Munich, allowed member spine societies all over Europe to have a voice and expose problems and successes. We learn from each other. We have experienced that over time, despite or perhaps because of different cultures, policies, and traditions. A major accomplishment for the successfully assemble our beautiful continent around the spine patient. I started eDisc and the research course and the grant possibilities for EUROSPINE, together with Pierre Coté and our research director, Julian Well. And that has extended and enhanced European research and clinicians. And it was important to go into the conservative care for spine patients and the intricacies of successful research design for all participants. It was and is a wonderful experience to see mentors, members, and non-members grow together interprofessionally to enhance and perfectionize spine care for the young, the adult, and the elderly across Europe. It was also absolutely wonderful to have this aha moment for people in introducing and understanding the need and the absolute importance of interprofessional care. Our educational program led us to participate and get involved and be accepted to WHO rehabilitation section, a major accomplishment. Yes, I was the first woman EUROSPINE president, a commitment for several years that became a year longer due to COVID. My mandate as a president ended just before the pandemic and continued over 2 years as past president. When I arrived as a president, I think all wonderful alpha male surgeons were a bit nervous, and so was I. I was taken to a corner of the room and was told by Frank Canciora, who was then the vice president, and he told me, go for it, baby. And I did. And I understood that I was surrounded by gentlemen. I cherished every moment as a president, the successes, the challenges, the creativity, the tenacity, the laughs, the occasional tears, but most of all, the spirit. Yes, we can do it. And we did, even during difficult times. EUROSPINE is composed by people of excellence striving for continuous improvements, overcoming challenges, and being innovative each year. That's the strength of the society. Our patient information is translated to multiple languages, covering the needs of Europe and providing continuous updates. What an accomplishment, with several thousand, tens of thousands of hits every month. When I left New York after about 30 years as a professor and director at NYU, collaborating with Marco Campello, I knew I wanted to move back to Europe. I am a European woman with roots from Sweden, France, and of course, United States. I decided to move back to France and dedicated my time to non-governmental organization and to do good, if possible and where needed. What a formidable time it has been, meeting colleagues, being creative, and above all, making friends and getting a EUROSPINE family and seeing progress. Thank you, EUROSPINE. I have 3 wishes before I leave these presentations for our lovely society. The first one is to increase diversity. I, of course, await the next woman president, and to increase diversity, you need a certain group of people that can come together and promote diversity within the society. And we must work on that. I invite all members and non-members of EUROSPINE to invite your younger colleagues to this very vibrant society and invite your team for the continuity of care of our spine patients. Invite not just your young surgeons, but the healthcare professionals caring for our patients in our team, and our medal lecture really pointed that out. We need the team surrounding the patient. And finally, my third recommendation is open your purse and give a donation to EUROSPINE. Every euro or whatever currency you are using is important and is put to a creative use. It may not always be a tradition to do so, but it's important to do so. Our financial guru, Beat Leim, always said that I was an expensive woman, but it was put to much good. And I'm very proud of that. So with that as a final comment, I will put my pink glasses on, which has a heart on them also, as Marco Teli's last question was, are you retired? And I said, I am retired, but I will continue to do good where possible and where I can. And I will try to age as gracefully as possible. Thank you, EUROSPINE, and I send my love from France.
Ladies and gentlemen, Margareta Nordin. I do hope you can see us, Margareta. Everybody's standing up.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Kära Margareta, vi saknar dig och önskar dig god hälsa. Hej, hej.
Ciao.
Ciao. Thank you.